Hello, everybody. Cindy Greenway here, Editor-in-Chief at lawmarketing.com. And today we're talking about unique selling propositions and authentic selling propositions. I'm very pleased to be here with Bill Jawitz, who is the founder of Success Track ESQ, an executive coaching and consulting firm that works exclusively with attorneys, their law firms, and in-house legal departments. And they specialize, or Bill specializes specifically in improving productivity and profitability. So, Bill, thanks for joining me here again today.
You bet.
Thank you. Right. So Bill, we had an interesting conversation just a few minutes ago, and I wanted to be able to capture it because I think this is very valuable for attorneys that are part of our community. And we were referring to the USP, the unique selling proposition, and how it relates to an attorney's marketing and so on. And you have a little bit of a slightly different twist to this that I think would be really valuable. So can you share this with us?
Yeah, great. It's really a tweak of the essential and very valuable truth that we need to communicate who we are in the marketplace and differentiate ourselves. And that's what all the language about USB is. So I heartily endorse creating that differentiation. But in my experience, I found that the word unique can sometimes be a stumbling block for folks because they look at their experience and they say, well, I really don't have anything that's completely unique. I haven't done, more of these than anybody else or whatever. And so I ask people to substitute the word while they're doing the exercise, and we're working on what that may be, the word authentic for the word unique. Okay, so it's a subtle shift, but what it does is sort of free people up to say, well, this is who I am, and this is what authentically drives me and why I'm passionate about working in healthcare litigation, because they weave together a story about their past and their grandma who was a nurse or whatever it was. And in a way, yes, that makes them unique, but there could be other attorneys that have a grandma who was a nurse and that's why they're passionate about, healthcare litigation, for example, right? But it allows them to say, well, I don't have to compare myself to everybody else and find something that no one else does, which tends to be how a lot of the language about USP is written. And instead, it unhooks them and frees them from that impossible standard, and yet creates the same result of saying, but this is who I authentically am, and this is why I love what I do, and it achieves the same effect as a USP.
Which is interesting because I have heard of attorneys and in general, business owners in general, that really do freeze when they hear that unique piece. So this kind of gives it a bit of a I don't want to say softer approach because it's not softer, but it's just an easier way for people to really pull that out of themselves and describe what is it about them that is unique, that is more authentic to who they are. So
right, and actually by finding the authentic story about why you do what you do and why you love what you do and who you serve and everything, that can lead to a true unique USP. But sometimes, trying to find that first and comparing yourself to everybody else can be dispiriting.
Exactly. So what's the top question or the number one question that you would ask an attorney in order to really pull that out of themselves?
Don't know that it would be one question, and that's a good question. The exercise is why this area of law for you, why these ideal target clients, why are you passionate about serving these ideal clients the way you do, and how far back can you go to find the connection for you about the motivation and the desire, and how can we begin to build a short narrative around that. That's an example of the kind of question that we work with clients on.
Great. Well, that's really helpful, Bill. So thanks again for joining me and sharing that information. I know we're going to be meeting some more and giving some more information out to our community here. So thanks again for joining me, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.